Hey guys, Tate from Florida here, and I'm out in Levy County. I am near the town of Gulf Hammock, and what I'm about to show you is the old sawmill, and where the old sawmill was in 1936. It actually burned down in 1956. This is the flow pond that I'm looking at in front of. And then I'm going to walk real quick over to the water tower, or where the water tower used to be, the foundations for it, that would have supplied the water to the sawmill and to the bomb shelter that's also back here in the woods. So this is the float pond. Now you have to imagine a building fairly large in size, and I'm talking probably 300 to 400, maybe 500 feet long, 200 to 300 feet wide, and then, up. So if you look, I'm going to start running across the foundations now that it sits on, that it used to sit on. All right, and I'm not going to walk the entire distance, but you can see how many it takes. And you can see them way off in the distance. And there would have been, this is the foundation of where the sawmill sat on top of. Walk around here. This is just it was a huge building, absolutely huge building, and it just goes on and on and on as you hike through the woods here. You can see, as I go through, they're just never ending. This was a very large sawmill. Very large. And so I'm going to say at least 200 to 250 feet wide and 300 to 500 feet long, if not bigger than that. And to be honest with you, it might even be bigger than that. So this gives you a little taste, and like I said, you have to just take that and spread upon it, do your math of how wide of an area this covered out here. All right, so let's go check out the water that supplied this sawmill. Okay, I don't know if you can see through the trees there. Directly in the center of the frame, there's a concrete pillar. Okay, right. Well, you can see it. All right. Now, that's part of one of the corners of the old sawmill. Now, let's slowly turn around here and come in the woods on this side. There are going to be 4 pillars. Here's one. Here's 2. There's 3 right there, kind of buried over, and then 4 right over there. So a water tower sat here, and depending on how high the water tower was, depending on the amount of pressure of water you got out of here. So a couple interesting things here also is, here's part of the old piping. For the water tower. Here's an old valve, and here's an old gear that actually could have been from the sawmill and wound up over here. So Anyway, so this is, to recap real quick here, this was the water tower that fed the sawmill out here in Gulf Hammock, as well as the bomb shelter and the numerous other buildings, I'm sure, that were located out here that housed the workers and things of that nature. So, pretty interesting stuff. Nature, or history, love it.